Let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE that did get a mostly green handover from the Asian markets. Of course, for most of the day, we had seen the bourse in red territory, but we did see a turnaround by the end of the session with the all share up almost 0.4%. Those gains largely being led by the resources 10 complex, as we are seeing that making a turnaround, advancing almost 0.5%, followed by the industrial 25 with a gain of almost 0.4%. But backing that trend is the financial 15. They're sinking almost 2%. Let's take a look at what is happening with markets in the U.S. and on that front, of course, company news. We are waiting for the tech stocks to start coming through after the market closes today. So the results are there. Of course, some results that have come out. We did have Ford Motor there taking its guidance for the full year to the lower end of its previous guidance. We saw investors punishing the stock by about 10% there. But also McDonald's coming out with earnings and topping analyst estimates on revenue and earnings. Quite a mixed picture over there. We are seeing the S&P 500 up slightly, almost 0.1%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq with a gain of more than 0.4%, but the Dow in the red by almost 0.1%. Let's take a look at what is happening with markets across the Atlantic. Quite a few earnings that investors are digesting there as well. We did have BP, oil giant there, reporting lower profits. Of course, the oil price, the lower oil price there, having their profits taking a knock. Also did get results coming out of HSBC topping analyst estimates, also announcing a $3 billion share buyback. But a sea of red on that front. FTSE 100 declining more than 0.7%, the CAC 40 giving up more than 0.5%, and the DAX shedding more than 0.25%. Let's take a look at what is happening on the currency scene, and we start off with how the rand is doing against some of the major currencies. Relatively flat against the US dollar and the pound at 17.69 rand against the dollar, and at 22.96 rand against the pound. Against the euro, a little bit of strengthening at 19.08 rand. Let's take a look at what is happening with the other currency pairs, starting off with the euro dollar at 1.07, pound dollar at 1.29, and the yen against the US dollar just under 154 against that currency.